Okay, should be able to hear me now. Hi, John, how are you?
Hey, Israel. Well, thank you. And yourself?
Good, good. Everything is good. Praise God.
Yep. Amen.
All right, let's start with uh, just a very brief overview, just super, super brief, maybe like 5 or 7 minutes, like not like longer than that. Hebrew syntax. Micah, you said you wanted us to look over it one more time. So I'm thinking just going over it fairly quickly so that we can, I don't know, just get our bearings a little bit and then go to other stuff. Okay, so Hebrew syntax, right? And the direct object marker called et, uh, simple. Uh, and just gonna quickly go over. Okay, here it is. Okay, Um, so we saw that as far as Hebrew syntax is concerned, uh, at least in modern Hebrew, it follows the subject, verb, object. Just like in English, it's not really uh, the same in biblical Hebrew.
Mm.
Sometimes it'll be verb, subject, object. But I guess kind of fall in modern sensibilities, the modern Hebrew kind of try to confirm with the rest of Europe. So, for example, I read a book, right? Is ani kore sefer, starts with ani being a subject, the pronoun ani, I am, right? The to be verb is again, it is not there. It's nowhere to be found. We're supplying it. And then sefer will be the object. I am reading what? I'm reading a book, right? Uh, okay. Yes. Okay. Just a quick, kind of like a quick download or a refresh to the mind. So in biblical Hebrew, just like I said, it's sometimes it's reverse. So a classic example, you'll find it a lot in the pages of your Bibles. Vayomer Moshe and Moses said. Uh, but this is how we would translate. But if you're following this kind of um, order, Vayomer and said Moses. But when we would translate, you know, that's how we would follow the SVO subject verb object. Okay. So now when we get to the it, which is called the definite object marker, what it basically does is what its name implies. It just marks a direct object. So whatever there's a direct object within the sentence, it points to it and says this is a direct object. So it's a grammatical particle. It's supposed to introduce a direct object, right? So whatever object is definite, that would use to mark it. Um, okay, now when you're constructing sentences, and this is where like it came up from my previous class, is we were trying to construct sentences on our own. This is where it comes in handy. You must use the at, the direct object marker in Hebrew, when the direct object is a definite or proper noun, possessive as well, right? So when you would string a sentence like "I love the book" and you'll have it hasefel, you would use et. You could say and you'll have sefer, "I love book," "I love a book," but it won't be a definite at this point. It'll be something else. It'll be indefinite. And when you're implying is somebody, a name. You would say, I don't know, Ki ohevet et David, right? Or Hu ohevet Sarah. The et will be used because you're talking about a specific person. So specificity is what you're looking for whenever you're stringing out sentences. If it's something that's specific, you want to use it. Possessives, when the object belongs to someone, or my book, or car. Again, we're talking about something specific, not generalities, right? If it's my book, I mean a very particular thing. In this example, Hem shomim et hamora shenahem. There's also the ha, so it's like definite, but you would use it in this context. When I'm not using it, again, so the opposite is true. So when the object is indefinite, I would not be using it. When I'm buying a book, maybe I'm telling it to somebody, he doesn't need to know what kind of book I'm buying. Maybe I'm a Jewish person, I'm buying a New Testament. As a sefer, might be a follow-up question. That's where you can get creative. Okay, he's eating an apple. It doesn't really matter what kind of apple he's eating, right? He's eating an apple, who cares? If it's the one with the worm sticking out, maybe it's time to say something. See something, say something. Okay, no. Because an apple is indefinite, right? So if something is known, specific, that's when you would use it. Okay. I'll give you an example from the Tanakh, Genesis 1:1, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Hashamayim, haaretz, those are definite objects, right? It comes before hashamayim, okay. Just to have it in the back of your minds, SVO, subject, verb, object, et is used different object markers, specific objects, something particular, and you'll see it often in both biblical and modern, and you don't really translate it. So when you're doing your translation homework, whenever I'm giving them to you, it's not something that comes with an English equivalent. It's a pointer. Okay, just super quick overview of that. Any questions about that? If you have any. All right. Helpful notes. Those are good. Good to have. Let's do. I haven't done that one out yet. Sorry. See now, yeah? Okay. Enlarge. Okay. It's not on the way, right? Okay. All right, so this is the dialogue we had, or it's been a while. You probably know it very well by now. At the end of spring, I would like to delete the English off of this table. my goal is once we get through majority of the curriculum, which I'm speeding through a little bit, I want to start deleting transliterations. That'll be the end of them. Okay. I know you can do it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. So one person can be person one person can be person two. Maybe start with Brent and Mary Ellen. That Brent can be person one, and Mary Ellen can be person two. What? Great.
เขาโอ้ยนะครับ
มี
อืมมันเอกโฟร์ต่อ
อันนี้มีทุกคน
โอเคatt använda det i Victor
เขาจะอันนี้เราไม่ได้ดีกรี
att använda det i Vit
แค่อันนี้ไม่ได้อังกฤษ
איפה תחנת הרכבת
คณะเขาคาร์ชาม
תודה רבה
Yeah, that was excellent. It was really good. Really good pronunciation. You know, like you're not like stammering, kind of going through it. It's very nice. One thing is you said ata numerous times. I mean, we can say maybe, you know, we're kind of role playing here, right? But at this point, you had on the screen a version to use the feminine and you didn't. But next time, when you refer to a woman, את מדברת עברית טוב. And so on. Right? Okay. What else did I have? And you kind of skipped this line here, which was, you know, Naim Hakir. Naim Hakir. Good.
maybe he didn't find it nice to meet me
Okay. Mike and Chris, do you want to do it? Okay. Mike the person one, Chris the person fish.
Eyes are hurting, so I'm pulling it up. I need to get her to the eye doctor soon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eyes are hurting when she's looking at the screen there, so I was making sure she had this. Okay. Person one.
You can use, you know, you don't have to do this if you can record it. I mean, actually, tilt it up. There. Oh, we've all stuff.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Ma shlomcha. Actually, ma shlomech. Yes.
שלומי טוב
Ekoim lach.
קוראים לי קריסה
Me'efo at.
we missed that.
Oh yeah, it's that one too. That's funny. I was looking for the colors. Naim la'akir.
נעים להכיר
Me'efo at.
אני מברוקלין
אתה מדברת עברית טוב.
תודה אני לומדת עברית
את מדברת אנגלית.
כן אני מדברת אנגלית
איפה תחנת הרכבת?
תחנת הרכבת שם
תודה רבה.
בבקשה
Okay, good job, guys. Good reading. I really like that. For some reason, this nice to meet you line gets skipped. I guess it's very like thin, so it gets
when you're looking for the color
passed over. like one thing you kind of mixed here, like you said ata, but then you did use the feminine verb מדברת. So, but it's okay. You did well. Both did very good. So awesome job. John, would you like to be person two? I can be person one with you. Wanna do that?
Okay.
All right. שלום,
שלום,
מה שלומך?
שלומי טוב, תודה.
איך קוראים לך?
קוראים לי ג'ון.
נעים להכיר.
נעים להכיר.
מאיפה אתה?
אני ממלזיה.
אתה מדבר עברית טוב.
תודה, אני לומד עברית עכשיו.
אתה מדבר אנגלית?
כן, אני מדבר אנגלית.
פה תחנת הרכבת.
Say that again?
איפה תחנת הרכבת?
איפה? תחנת הרכבת שם.
תודה רבה.
בבקשה.
Excellent. John, very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you're throwing some other words in there, like עכשיו, like now, or tada, and stuff like that. Great, good job.
Mhm.
All right.
I think Grant would love to have a conversation maybe with you. Yes. Yes. Yeah, probably does.
I know how to make him.
He told me he wanted.
You want to?
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Okay, okay, whatever.
Okay. So yes or no?
Yes. He has a funny little thing he was wanting to do.
That's good.
Mhm.
All right, so this is a handout that you should have. Again, this is something very nice to practice with a friend, spouse. Just go back and forth. Somebody can be person one, person two. If you're a man and woman, when you switch them, like when you switch the roles to person one and person two, you get to see the differences between addressing males and females. So just putting it out there for you guys. There's another one. I'm gonna do another one. Here we go. Okay. All right, so this is the one. Okay, do that. This is another dialogue here that I have. I don't. That's good. No. Okay, so we had a couple more dialogues here. This one is about hobbies and other stuff like that. This is feminine dialogue. So Mary Ellen and Carissa. Mary Ellen going to be person one, it can be person two, and I will try to scroll with you. Okay. Can we start? Everyone?
Hello. נעים מאוד.
שלום, גם לי נעים מאוד.
מה את עושה?
אני לומדת באוניברסיטה.
מה את לומדת?
אני לומדת עברית ואנגלית.
מה התעבבים שלה?
אני אוהבת לטייל ולצלם.
את אוהבת ללמוד ספורט?
כן, אני לומדת גם ספורטית.
מה התוכניות שלך לעתיד?
אני רוצה להיות מורה.
Good, excellent. Very good. And if you'll practice it, even like within one day, like 3 or 4 times, gonna nail it. I mean, it's not gonna take a lot to just nail those. And then like once you practice it a couple of times, you know exactly what it means. It becomes your own. And then, this is something you can use and try to use like in the conversation. Okay, let's try maybe Brent and John. Brent, you can be person 1. John can be person 2.
אוקיי.
שלום, נעים מאוד.
שלום, גם לי, נעים מאוד.
מה אתה עושה?
אני עובד בבית חולים.
מה התפקיד שלך?
אני רופא.
מה התקבולים שלך?
אני אוהב לשחק כדורגל ובשל.
אתה לומד שפות?
כן, אני לומד עברית וקצת צרפתית.
יש לך תוכניות לעתיד?
כן, אני רוצה לנסוע לחו"ל וללמד. Is it? Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
All right. There's some bonus vocab here. You did a very, very good job. There's some words that are difficult to pronounce, like tzalfatit,
Mhm.
tachbivim, like all those words that just don't seem natural. So just try and say it over and over again until it just becomes a little bit of a second nature.
Mhm.
So, Bet Cholim is, the use of the chet, like that can be challenging. Bet Cholim. Okay.
And where was that word?
Here, person 2. Bet Cholim. Bet Cholim. The hospital. Basically, like literally, this is the house of the sick. Also, another kind of like a funky sounding word, tafkid. Tafkid means a role, or a job, primarily a role. Tachbivim, that's a difficult one. Yes, that's right. Tachbivim. And then tzalfatit might be a little bit difficult to pronounce. And hul is an acronym. Whenever you see those two little slashes, it means it's an so Chul is an acronym for Chutz La'aretz, which is outside of the land or abroad.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So אני רוצה לנסוע לחו"ל וללמד. I want to travel abroad and teach.
Mm-hmm.
Very good, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You should have that handout. If you don't, I can resend it again on the WhatsApp group. تخبير. Here's a word for you. Maybe we can say it together. تخبير. تخبير.
Tahbib.
Yes.
Tahbib.
تخبير is a hobby. When it becomes a plural, it becomes really fun to say. تخبيبين.
Tahbib.
لطيل is to travel. Can you say لطيل?
Latayel.
Yes. للمود.
Lilmod.
You know the words تلميذ, تلميذة very well. Or the word Talmud Torah, which means the study of the Torah, right? So all come from the same root, lilmod, to study, to learn. Letzalem.
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 Letzalem means to photograph. And now the word for image, selem, that's kind of like what you use. So whenever the prohibition not to make an image comes from Al ta'aseh lecha tzelem, not make an image for yourself. The word tzelem is used, letzalem is photograph, to make an image of something. לשחק. Good. לשחק is to play. The sports games. Could be also to act in a theater. לבשל.
Levashel.
לבשל. To cook. לנסוע.
Linsoa.
לנסוע.
Linsoa.
Is to travel. Particularly by vehicle. ללכת is to go somewhere, like to walk somewhere. And like when you say אני רוצה לנסוע, I want to לנסוע is like I want to go. It's usually like a car. Vehicle. In Chul, just like I said, it's Chutz La'aretz, it's outside of the land. Just means abroad. It's a very popular word among Israelis. Chul. אני רוצה לחול.
אני רוצה לחול.
Yeah.
The lesachek, is that kind of he also said like form, or is the word perform different? Or is it more in a connotation of playing? Just curious.
It's more like a convention of play, but even in theater language, לשחק is used. So you are playing a part. You're acting, playing a part. Like another interesting use of that verb, maybe you can recall the story of I think it was Isaac who sold Rebecca off to Pharaoh, and or sorry, Abraham, and Pharaoh saw that Abraham is Mesachek in Rivka. He's playing, he's being playful with Rebecca. I think it was Rebecca.
There's Isaac and Rebecca.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He did the same mistake his father does. And his father did it twice. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Now let's do. Okay. This is the letter tet. And it sounds like tit, as in tear on top. And just like the letter top that you already know. So again, like nothing to really dwell on, right? Ta ta te ti ti to. Right? And this word, who knows this word? That's right. Okay. Let's start reading. Friends, let's start with you, 4 and 5, perhaps.
To be,
Tovia,
Tovia. Okay, Tovia, Yeled, Tovia, Talamid, oh,
good reading. So, what does it mean?
Tovia is the name,
Yes.
and he's a good boy. First
Yep.
one says he's a good boy, the
Yep.
other one says he's a good student.
Great, fantastic. Reading and translating. Okay. Yes, you play pro. Ariana, number 6. He spells shesh.
Sophia, Lomed, Batalmid, Batalmod, Talmud Torah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and translate.
Please, if you can.
So Tovia, teachers, Tovia. Okay, Tovia studies.
Mhm.
Talmud.
So the way
Talmud. Oh, hello. Okay. He studies in the Talmud and Talmud in the Torah Talmud.
So
Studies.
we were talking about the way that this particular curriculum defines Talmud Torah sometimes as like a place of study, so like a yeshiva. So Talmud is
Studies
studying in
the
a
yeshiva?
yeah, like in a Torah school,
In A or in the.
like in the Torah Academy. or Torah school. Okay. Brilliant. Can you do 7?
No.
So that's
That's it.
oh,
Tovia.
good,
Tovia.
good,
L.
good,
That.
good,
Hagan.
הגלת
כנסת.
הכנסת
Good.
בש-
Sha.
בשבת. בשבת.
Awesome. Good job. So Tovia Ba is coming to where? But the Knesset is, do you remember? What it is? But the Knesset, the synagogue. But Shabbat means
בשבת. שבת. בשבת.
on the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath.
Yes. Good job. Tovia is coming to synagogue on the Sabbath. Good. מספר 8, מייקה בבקשה.
And to refresh my memory, the two below the net, that's an E or an E.
Where?
On number 8, is that le or li? On the le. Letovia, yesh, do,
Yes.
mesh. Mash,
Yes.
mash, yes.
Good. Awesome.
Chumash.
Awesome. All right. What it means? So there's the preposition to.
To. Yes. Sidu. Blank.
Okay. So Letovia. This is a name. So to Tovia. Yesh is as. Sidu. Remember Sidu?
Book.
Prayer book.
Prayer book.
Yeah. Vechumash. And a, remember Chumash? The Torah, yeah. So it's the Pentateuch. So the Pentateuch comes from Penta, which means 5. The Chumash comes from Achad, Shtayim, Shalosh, Arba, Shamish. Right?
So are you saying that
Zaphai.
or Humash
Yes.
is the Greek, is it Greek? Or you're
No,
saying it's
no,
just,
no,
okay,
No. I'm saying it's kind of like equivalent to the word that you would use.
sure.
Is it like saying the 5 or something? The 5 books of
Yeah,
the book of the 5 or
yeah. Like Pentateuch would be a good equivalent because it means 5. And so Chumash is 5. We're referring to the 5 books of Moses, referring to the Torah.
so in their mind, why would they say, when would they use one or the other? Or do they use them just completely interchangeably?
So the word for Torah can be used very broadly in terms of not just the 5 books of Moses, but also the traditions, and of the study and of the Talmud and of the Mishnah. The whole body of the Torah means in general instruction. So everything that is classified under that, which would include the body of instruction that was mediated by by the sages from God to the Jewish people. It's like the Torah, it's just broadly. Right, but when you say Chumash, and particularly here in this sentence, Letovia yesh sidu Chumash, you're thinking about 2 books on the desk, kind of thing. It's kind of the image that you have. One is the Siddur and one is the Chumash. And that would coincide, for example, with the kind of teaching structure that Jewish boys would go through. So you really like you start with the prayers. You start with the Shema at night. You start with the Modeh in the morning, right? And then the Chumash, the Torah, like the five books of Moses is kind of like the foundation. And I think you start 5 years of age, you start with Torah, 7 years from Mishnah. I am butchering, but like there is a like gradation of studies. You start with Torah and you move to Mishnah and Talmud, and you climb up there. Okay. מספר 9, קריסה, בבקשה.
בטוביה יש גם טלית.
יפה. מה זה אומר?
I forget what you said yesh means. As.
Yes.
And gam is also.
Mm-hmm. Persian.
Persian. Oh, yes, yes. So, yeah. As also a Persian.
Yes. Very good. Fantastic. Oh, okay. So now it's going to provide stuff for us. יוחנן, בבקשה, מספר 10.
מספר 10. Right. אלוהי נשמה שנתת בי טהורה היא. Wow. Right.
So this is taken from the Siddur. It's one of the first prayers that you'll say in the morning.
Right.
There's a particular belief that when a person goes to sleep, a portion of his soul is leaves the body.
Mm.
And so Elohai neshama shenatata bi tahora hi, and later on he goes on and on and on, and I don't think we have one of that. But this kind of like a theological kind of understanding that the soul that one has is pure.
Mm.
It's not tainted.
Mm.
And then
The expression she natata bi is that you gave me.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
And tahora hi is it is pure.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You can see my head is obstructed.
No, it's no problem.
My God, Elohai, the Shamash Natata Bi, the soul which you have given me, the Hawaii. That's pure. And so the idea behind this blessing in the morning is to thank God that He has given you the soul back.
Interesting.
Right. Okay. Brent, אתה רוצה לעשות את 11?
ברוך הגבר אשר יבטח
Yes.
באדוני.
Yes, good. Did you remember the
Yes.
shorthand for the night? Great. Baruch HaGeber, blessed is the man, Asher, that
Yiftach
will
Adonai.
place his trust or will trust in the Lord. Good. And Rialan, you wanna Plus off.
Tova Adonai La'ol. La'ol.
Yes. So notice the gesh inside makes the chaf into a kaf. Over the night, so the Lord is good to all. Tov is good. Good is we supply. Good is God. Lakol to all. Good job reading, guys. Don't be